Paul Allen Watkins was born on January 25, 1950. He was one of 6 children. At age 1, his family moved to Lebanon. In his book, he talked about some of his memories of the place, where the smell of incense would remind him of his caretakers from that early time. His family came back to America, moving around a bit before finally settling in Thousand Oaks, California. Paul had an interest in music, and at age 13 became interested in evangelicalism because of the music and singing, though the religious aspect waned and the musical aspect grew. He became student body president, but was terminated because of his use of psychedelic drugs. He dropped out his senior year. Paul became more interested in marijuana and making music. In December 1967, he was put on probation for marijuana possession. Paul joined the Manson family in 1968 after running into them multiple times in Topanga Canyon. He would follow them to Spawn Ranch and wrote about some of the more menial tasks that he had to do. His book talked about shoveling horse dung with Brooks Poston. Interestingly, Paul wrote in his book that he was Manson's second in command, something I only ever saw in Paul's book alone. At one point, Paul enrolled at a local high school, though it is never stated which one, to recruit new members for the family, though he didn't stay at the school for more than a few weeks. Paul, Brooks Poston, and Juan Flynn seemed to strike up some sort of friendship at the ranch. The 3 would eventually separate from Charlie, though Flynn was never really considered a member. Paul Crockett, a 46-year-old miner in Death Valley, befriended the 3 and opened their eyes to Manson's controlling ways. They defected from Charlie and stayed with Crockett in another residence in Death Valley, though somewhere still close to Barker Ranch. Paul's book talked about how there'd be various occasions of Manson and some of the others trying to creepy crawl them at night. Some of the Manson family members boasted about the murders they committed to Paul, which disgusted him. He eventually went to the police. When it came for the Tate LaBianca trial, Paul was one of the key witnesses for the prosecution. Around this time, Paul was almost killed in a car fire that was suspected to have been started by other family members because of snitching. After the trials and convictions, Paul would write his book, My Life with Charles Manson, which was released in 1979. Paul Watkins died from leukemia on August 3, 1990. He was 40 years old.